Oh, hello. Greetings. Welcome. It's been a while actually. For you guys, I think I just finished, or tried to at least upload the next parts of Peace and War, even though I got a few of them mixed up. Whatever. At least I'm getting those finally up. Jeez. So hopefully I can get all the videos for those set up, to where you can just see the end of Season 1. Because actually now we're starting up Season 2, as of real life times, and not past times. But enough of that. Welcome to Steve Jackson's Sorcery. I got this on Steam for like what? Around $17 for all four parts, or at least all four parts that I know of. And I believe this is for the Crown of Kings or Kings of Crowns. I think it's Crown of Kings of what the original book is based off. Because the the original game was like made a few years ago, and it was like a physical book you can play, which is really cool. Let's see. Warlock, New Game Plus. I don't know what these do. Pretty much, I'm gonna choose the lady. Oh gee, how loud is that? That's loud. Here you go. Okay. I need to turn this down for me too. Here we go. You walk into the wilds of Kaharbad through Kare and the spiteful backlands, all the way to Mapan. You survive traps, thieves, serpents, and the vengeful gods. And now it is here, the Crown of Kings. It is said the crown was never forged, only found by Chanlanana, the Reformer, a lowly foot soldier who became Emperor of the Eastern world. Such is the power of the crown, the all crackles with its influence. With influence, take it. Your destiny awaits, the crown in your hands. You'll now be as powerful as Chanlana. The goblins are arming, the giants awaken, the birdmen are carving crude daggers from stone. War will come, but you will prevent it. But then, the image of the crown begins to flicker. You rush forward. It's a trap! And this is the world we live in now, over here. And startle yourself awake. You are alone, exhausted, in a little hut. In a little hut. Outpost. Settlement. I can't read. Your unimaginable journey is not even a single step begun. This is cool. I really like this map. Inkling presents. Inkle, I think. Yeah. Look at this. Pretty. Oh, I wish I could make cool maps like this. Steve Jackson's Sorcery. To my knowledge, this is like the only kind of book remade into a video game. Video game. Part 1. Yeah. There's a total of 4 parts, I believe. Because that's all I got. So, this is me. Okay. It is sunrise. You dress breakfast on... What? You dress breakfast on bread and goat's milk, and collect the pack and sword from your bedside. Let's see. So pretty much, this is your stamina. If this drops, you die. Gold and rations you need to eat every day. And this is kind of your god. They do different things and such, but the game will tell you pretty much what happens later. Let us play for luck. This is cool to just sew together, and it continues on. I really like this. Before you leave, you close your eyes and raise a prayer to your prayer. Yeah, and raise a prayer to your spirit guide. This morning as the form of a panther. But will it? Yeah, what? But what will it become once your journey truly begins? The great calm descends on you. Outside the hut, you hear the outpost settlement stirring to life. Let's test our sortie. You pause to test the blade of your sword against your thumb. The blacksmith has done well. The edge is keen and draws a narrow line of blood. Time to go. Time to depart. You lift the flap of the hut and step onto the early morning sunshine. So this is cool. Oh, okay, neat. You believe, drop half to the flag. You could do like weird stuff. So yeah, you can do all that, but I'm gonna be a normal person. Okay. Eyes follow you as you leave the hut and walk towards the great Shettima wall. The frontiers people of the settlement summit are well aware of your mission. Okay. Ooh, you look fancy. This is apparently art from the book here, which is neat. You turn to them and bow. Some of them smile and reply, but are too afraid to approach. Others make gestures of protection. You are going beyond the wall, so they believe you to be cursed. A man is walking. Yeah, a man is walking on the path to the Kanto Pita Pani Gate. Yeah, the final doorway between Enalan and the wilds of Kakhabad. You recognize the sergeant of the Sightmaster warriors. He holds out his hand. Greetings, Sergeant. He touches his forehead with two fingers. You're almost ready, my lady. Oh yeah, I'm girl. Ha, he says. I have for you a gift from the king. 24 gold pieces. This is all we can spare this time. He holds out a pouch. I will, and I like this, because you can have many options. Everything kind of differs, which is cool. Sorry, I'm really burpy. I'm gonna take it. I kind of want to take half, but I'm like, I think money's gonna be really important, so. You accept the gift gracefully. Thank you. You should buy some supplies before you head past the wall, the sergeant says. And you must collect your spell book if you wish magic to aid you. Finally, you should wish to practice your swordplay. I will go one last round with you. He points with his staff towards the training ground. Okay, so you can go and do these at any order. So you can go here and pretty much just leave. You can buy rations with your gold, or you can just collect your skills. Spell book. But there's this option to pretty much leave it here. But then I'm told that it's pretty boring if you do so, and you're just gonna have one hell of a time. So I'm gonna try that at some point. The lack of spell book run. But we are first going to go here. One of the huts, set slightly back from the others, is decorated with glyphs and strange symbols. A terrible smell emanates from its doorway. This is the hut of the chief mage. He has been preparing your spellbook for days, reading star charts to work out which spells will be available to you in different locations in the hills and beyond. But yeah, you can pretty much just skip the book, which I'm not doing because I'm not a fool. You lift the flap and go inside. The mage looks up to you with a haggard, sleepless eyes and presses the book into your hands. Do you understand how to use this? Yes? Tell me, because I don't really remember. And so you guys can understand. Tell me. Each spell is crafted through the alignment of 3 stars, he begins. The spell Zap, for example, is made by aligning Zarathustra, Askerage, and Pinni. But that's not important. What matters is what the spell's called, and what it does. Zap will give you control over lightning. Hot will create a fireball. Fofa, Fav, Fofu, will create a force field around you. Shall I continue? Tell me more. The mage ooh, mage nod. The spell La is formed by Lilith, Aga, and Wex. It will allow you to control the will of unintelligent creatures. The spell Wow is quite different. It uses different stars, the order of matter. Oh, okay, yeah, now I know what he's saying. Pretty much depending on how you spell the word, it has different effects. You see, wall creates an invisible barrier. You'll find the rest in the book. Taps, uh, he tracks the leather-bound volume. Thank you. He scratches absently at his ear. Remember, some spells will cost you effort to use, but other ones that don't will not work without a focus, an item of some kind. You will need to read the book to know what. Research matching the book. Well, the map. Boop 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 boop. We can go to our spell book. Ooh, that's some nice music. I want to show you. I hear it. There's 48 spells. So yeah. These are kind of like the main ones I'm told. Zap, Force Field, or is that Foe, Law, Dun, Hot, and Wall. And you can see what they all do, how much damage do they cost. It's cool. Big. Woke. There's one piece of gold. Into a visible metal shield. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Stop. That's how you open doors. There's just a lot of spells. Because multiple images of gas. Ooh, that sounds fun. Jig, gob. Yeah, there's a lot. What's how? Safe passage, I believe, or something. This music's good. Fog. Ooh. Mud. There's a lot of weird ones too. Yeah. Apparently, but no one knows what it is. It's been cast only once. Apparently, from what I heard, this just randomly kills you, so maybe I don't need to use it ever. Whatever. Boop. Let's continue on our journey. Whee! Let's go get rations. I like how it moves. It's so fun. Small traders in the settlement supply the site master warriors with weapons, armor, food, and clothing. You go over with a sergeant. Go over with a sergeant to a stall selling flatbreads and cheese. 2 gold pieces per ration, the old owner says. I am going to haggle. Pfft. I am going to take. So if there's 4, that'll be 8. 6 will be half my money. But do I need? I say 4 is okay. I'll take 4. 4 rations, gold pieces. Yeah, the man says, holding out a hand. Okay. Count up the coins and the man places 4 rations carefully into your pack. You must be sure to eat every day or you will suffer, the sergeant tells you, standing at your side. Eating more will give you extra strength, but that's not necessary. Alrighty. So now, do, hi, yeah. Whee! Oh, that's fun. You walk with the sergeant to the training ground. He wraps the base of his staff in leather. Ready, my sword. Okay, to begin, the sergeant says, we'll practice the stances. First, defend yourself against me. Choose the attack power by dragging your character sideways to defend. So you can charge, lunge, thrust, cut, side swipe, jab, and defend. I'm going to defend. Okay. So it's powerful. By defending, you receive minimal damage from the attack you make. Sometimes chooses a strong attack. You turn it away with minimal impact. My next attack will be weak. Declares you will overpower me by playing a stronger attack. Make sure your attack is stronger. So, yeah, we'll go for this. This here too. But you play a strong attack, overwhelming the site master sergeant, who tries a low, careful attack. Overpowering a weak attack is easy. You should aim to use as little power as possible. Ah. My next attack will be medium, declares. You'll be able to overpower it. Okay. So medium attack. I would say I need... Oh, I can't go any further, so... I'm gonna defend. Okay. Ah, okay. Nice. We can't be less even about that. I'll defend myself. Heck will play damage with a strong attack will use up more power. You choose a weak attack. Sideswipe. There you go. Good choice. Strong attack would have wasted more of your power. The enemy stamina is at the top. If it reaches 0, you won. Fight. You won the fight. This will be one of my strongest, he declares. If you can't perform a full attack, you may overpower me. But otherwise, to defend myself, I cannot do his fight against his strongest attack. I will defend. Okay. Below. Huh. Ah, dang. He got me. Okay, what did he say? Here's your guy, but I don't see... Once a weak attack, but attack is still necessary. Think you will probably should play smaller attacks or defend. Okay, so you let me try again. I'm going to do a cut. Yeah, and I win. Okay. You take a medium attack, beating the sergeant, so he bows. You finish me. Excellent. Last time I lost. Combat. Competitive combat. I don't know what that means, whatever. It's pretty much if you feel like you did terribly, you can always try the fight again, which is really cool. Otherwise, you continue. Continue. Yeah. You need to remember the basics. Got another round, enough training. Yeah, excuse me, so sorry. You shake your head. Very good, the sergeant agrees. But if you wish to bout in earnest, then I'll warn you. I will not go easy on you. He indicates the wider yard. There's space for a true match. You know what? Let's try. Head over to the yard. The practice is about it. You practice about for a real fight. Sergeant removes the cloth padding from the base of his staff. Unsheathes my sword. This time, I will not tell you my intentions, he said. You have to read them for yourself. Be careful. Okay, let us lead off a cut. Ah, that's kind of a waste. Smiles at you. Tasper with his long staff takes his position. You rush at him quickly, conserving energy while considering great power being the bane. So to cover himself. He is left breathless but not seriously hurt. He charges with his grasp, holds staff more loosely. It seems like trying a simple jab. A simple jab, eh? Jab, side swipe. Let's go for a cut. There we go. Relentless, you cut and thrust, keeping him pinned. You swing your sword fast and towards his chest, but his moves is fast and careful. He was able to parry the very worst of strike. You have you have hurt him. You're strong, he acknowledges. Defend. Hehe, good. He arrives up near cloud. His light brill sails over your head. His eyes follow your shoulders. He's probably about to defend himself. You realize a strong hit would be wasteful now. Tense. He can watch you return. He says, let him grow tense. He's ready for a strong attack. Okay, a strong attack. No. I'm going to defend one more time. Oh, yeah. You circle around him at arm's length. Use power forward with a cry. It only tires him out. Yeah. You see his grasp. Yeah, his grasp change onto the heels of his staff, and he's raised himself to strike again. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna go for a thrust. Ah, rip. I used too much energy. Oh, I took him out. Okay, time to attack. You rush forward with a deep, heavy slap. It's enough to finish him. The slap throws down the slap. You have me, he declares with a grin. Continue. Sergeant is gasping for breath. He bows to you once more. Very good, he nods. Though you'll need to protect yourself better out there, he says. A nearby hero rushed over with a salve. You and your health and the sergeant is quickly restored. Nice. Do 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 do. Yeah. Whee. That's fun. Reach the foot of the mighty gate. It's sealed. The sergeant places one hand on the wood. This gate's been locked for some time in order to demean raiders, he tells you. But you'll have no difficulty. The stars in this place allowed the DOP spell to be crafted. He stands back. So this is where you can... This is still another choice you can make. You can either use D, O, and P to cause DOP, or you can do like very random spells. You can do hot. You can shoot fireballs at it. Eh, You can also zap it. What else can I do? Oh, there's only 3 options here, it seems. Yeah, there's only 3 options. I'm gonna go with DOP. Cast. There we go. Okay, DOP. You weave the spell one by one. The great timbers of the door begin to creak and groan. Then the hinges turn with a noise like hail on the caravan's roof. These gates have not been opened since our last champion was lost, the sergeant says. I wish you more luck than he. Perhaps you will even meet him on your travels. Ooh, geez. Nah. Okay, that was probably the best option. Ooh, I get Bat. Interesting. What does Bat do? Oh, I can't tell. Alright. Do 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 do. Just goes over the wall. Do do do. Together, you step into the shadow of the wall. One last word, he declares. When you have the crown, find yourself at the highest point you can find. We'll be watching. From where? From here. Sightmaster warriors are selected from birth with their incredible power of telescopic vision. Can't help but wonder how far you can see. What lies ahead? This path leads first to Cantopana. Yeah. A settlement of traders, mostly, though most are rogues and thieves. You should be there before the sun has reached its peak. From there, 3 routes lead onto Christity, or whatever. But no single route is safe. Carhad is the land of the devils. And beyond that, you cannot see so far, he says, but once you have crossed the city port of Traps, you will enter the backlands. They said that day and night there are controlled by forces other than the sun. Ooh. And from Kar to your progress will be watched. It is time to go. Striding away, you pass through the gate. The faces of folks watching you depart reveal the hope reveal the hopes that rest on you in your quest. The early morning air is crisp, and the rising sun paints the slopes in shades of peaceful beauty, concealing the evil that lies ahead. Okay, so we're heading over here. That's where we're heading. Do 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 do. Wee. I don't think this affects how you interact with things. Okay, path of winds, those slope. Yeah, path of winds, those slopes of the wilds. I can't read. The wind, the path of winds through slopes of the wild scrublands. The countryside is deserted, and the eerie silence is broken only by the calling of the occasional crow. There's a spell for hearing what they say, but you don't have the equipment that it requires. The birds appear to pause in the air to examine you as they pass. Stupid creatures. They pose no threat, so ignore them. Okay. Rude. Barely an hour beyond the wall, and the air begins to grow foul. The Tanti hills are infested with a parasitic the pestilence of the backlands. It saps the energy from your body, leaving you feeling nauseous and weak. Go in my mouth. Ah, rip. Cover your mouth with your neck scarf, but it does no good. You're warned of this. You will grow accustomed to it the longer you're out here, but for the moment you must be very careful. Your max stamina has decreased. You can see the stamina right here. If it reaches zero, you'll be too tired to carry on. Up to the maximum by eating and rations or resting. Okie dokie. So we can either go over here, which I saw someone else do, and I'm like, nah, let's go where we're supposed to go. Do 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 do. Wee. Hope you don't mind me doing this. Another hour passes, and and you cre and you crest a small hillock from the you crest a small hillock from the top of which you can see the path continuing downward into a small settlement of huts. This might be Kanto Pani. Look for a way around. Look at the village. From a distance, it's hard to make out much about the town, except that it must be desperately poor. The fields on the other side are brown and caked with mud, and the few pet animals are thin and uh, wizened like thirsty vines. No wonder this Ice Master worries no troublesome to protect this place. There's nothing here to protect. Avoid the village. Ooh, I'm assuming that's a Daddy Lay or Dadu Lay. Oh yeah, that's why, so it would not be. Okay, so that's interesting. Oh, I can zoom out. So if we go over here, I'm assuming we might go over here, get to these caves, which would be interesting, but oh, wonder why we didn't go there. But whatever. We are gonna go into town. I don't see much reason to not go in yet. Of course, you're scared of a town like Kanto Pani. When you cannot hope to survive in Karaha proper, you follow the path down into town. The round huts are made of hard-baked, bright clay, and the roofs are thinly thatched. As you pass, eyes peer at dark doorways, tracking your every movement. For a moment, it seems like this will be all you see of the town's inhabitants. A gas is spelled Uji. But then a villager appears from one of the dwellings and blocks your path. Look at him. He is 5 feet tall. They do not grow much taller out here. They cannot grow much taller out here in this poisonous air. He has a thick-set arms and thighs, and is half closed and tattered breeches. His eyes are wild, and his long hair and beard stand out from his face, a ringy tangle. Halt, stranger, he commands. What business do you have? Yeah, business you have in Kataka. I need no. Do I want equipment? What do I want? Nothing besides rude. Equipment would be nice, yes. I want to buy equipment. He grants, but you can see that he's pleased. With a motion, he encourages you to follow, taking you through the village to a large hut. Nice. The storeroom house, okay. Inside, you find that the building is a storage house. Quartermaster. Let some plumpers in. Your guide. Seat at a table. Straight over to. I want to wait to be introduced. Okay. Oog. This lady here is here to do business. Business, the villager explains. Get over here, flea. The old man replies, getting up from his seat to hustle the villager out. Then turns to you with a smile and beckons you to sit. Greetings, stranger, he purrs. Shall I show you my wares? Uh, hmm, okay. The man, please. The man wags his finger. Wait here. He disappears for a moment. Into the side room. I want to wait. Okay. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. Okay. You wait, the merchant returns, carrying a large box for you. He declares, moving his hands, or for you, he declares, moving his hands as he speaks. You come to the right place. This collection, the very best. Our most strange and interesting artifacts, collected from other travelers who have come this way. He begins to lay the items out in front of you, treating each one with great care. You have 16 gold pieces to spend, but is there anything here you want to buy? Uh, a weapon? I don't think I need a weapon. Musical pipe. I know a spell needs that. That could be useful, but that might be something that hurts me. Might break on me. No, this has use. This might have a use, but also could be fake. I want to go for a leather bag. Okay, oh, so I can look at all the items. You lift a bag from the table. His contacts rattle. Teeth? Oh. Oh, goblin teeth. Okay. Teeth mature applies, his a, showing his a little finest creature tooth. Only 3 gold pieces too. What kind of creatures? You asked. Goblins, giants, or mole rats? All sorts. The merchant said, I couldn't tell you myself, I'm no expert. But there's 10 or 12 in there. For 3 pieces is a good price. Uh, okay. Okay, I won't buy it without seeing them. You won't buy them. The merchant replies, taking the bag back and placing it under his counter. Unless... Shake my head. Okay. Okay. You put the bag back down. Somewhat disgusted. Please, the merchant says. Something else today? You have 16 gold pieces to spend. Let's look at that weapon. What weapons do you have? The merchant looks at you carefully, sizing up what kind of customer you are. The kind to place a newly bought dagger against his neck, or the kind to tip him for the quality of blade. But he must see your honorable shining through. As he waves his finger once more, then he collects an axe and a fine broadsword from another corner of the shop. These are both treasures, as well as deadly weapons of war. Sure you would agree. The broadsword. I would say a sword is more fitting to wield, but an axe is definitely interesting. It's a... Wait, what kind of axe? It's an axe and a... Look at the axe, I'm curious. Okay. You lift the axe on the table. The head is carved with symbols in a familiar language, but the quality of slash and head is indicated that the axe is well used and may not last many more battles. Turn the axe to him. Uh, let's see. The broadsword might have better luck. Okay. Okay, so this... Okay, so this is surprisingly cheaper than the axe. This is good. With the broadsword is a ready weight and cutting, and the cutting edge is sharp. It has clearly been honed by a master craftsman. Makes sense blade, don't you think? The merchant grins. Only 6 gold pieces. Okay. Mine, you reply, much for silver plus in the palm. Shall be mine. You reply, nodding. The marcher reaches over and you place 6 gold pieces into his palm. Please, the merchant hands. Keep looking, take your time. A jewel? I'm curious. Okay. Valuable things. uh, you reach for the large jewel in the center of the box, but he stays your hand. Shush. Please, he says. It's too valuable to allow you to handle. Look closer at the jewel. You lower your eye to the table, peer more closely at the gem. It is clear, glassy, and the surface seems to be sweating? It's like sweating. Dragon's tear, the merchant said. You've never heard of such a thing before. I won't buy it. Very wise, he says. He replies, puts the gem carefully away. Okay. Let's put it away. Must save something for my next customer, he replies. Perhaps you will return this way, and it will be you. Get to your feet. Okay. You get to your feet and take your leave of the merchant. Just outside the doorway, you pause to examine what you have acquired. Swing the broadsword, okay. Oh, nice, okay. Swing the broadsword left and right. It's a fine weapon indeed, and it's made you more powerful in battle. And you are pleased at the bargain you struck. Nice. You head out of Canto Pani and along the path into the Shuntama Hills. Nice. Can't go here, but I can go here. Whee! Strutting past the outlying huts, you send the villagers rushing doorside. Then at the edge of the town, you pass a large boulder. At at one and at once 2 cut rough villagers spring out with swords drawn. Bandits. 2 against 1, the first declares. You're lost, the other calls. So hand over your things. Come on. Hand over the backpack. Reason with them. Deal with these curs. Okay. Uh, I don't think... Ooh, gorilla. That's interesting. You draw yourself to your full height. You have mistaken me for someone else, you declare. I'd like to give you a moment to reconsider, because I will kill you if I have to. Bandits growl in advance. Uh, one on either hand. I want to cast a spell. Okay. They have swords if I'm aware. So let's see. What does J-I-G... What's jig do? Oh, that's what the flute would have done. Okay. Uh, L... A... I know law. Law was what again? No. L... A... W. Law was... I don't think they're non-intelligent, so... F... O... Fog? Summons darkness. I could do that. L... A... Okay, law is the only thing I can make with L. J... yeah, jig is all I can make here. Shoot. F... A... okay, so I can't do anything with F besides make fog. Or fog or force field. Okay. Uh, Can't do G. I am going to do... Okay, Fog. You cast a spell. The bandits... Oh, okay, the bandits flinch, waiting to be incinerated by fireball. But all that happens is smoke begins to rise from your body and dissipate into air. The bandits start to laugh, and then the humor dies. Ah. And the first comes for your blood. Ah. Okay, so they don't have really good stuff. First band comes close, cracking and grinning. Time for this creature in its place. Let's see. Let's do a cut. Okay. You should have made things easier for yourself, the band of goats. Of it? Goats? Or gots? And launches forward with his sword. Sorry. Yeah. You launch a strong attack, knocking him back hard. The smile on his face drops away in a moment. He's badly bruised. Narrows his eyes in readiness. Okay. Ooh, so yeah, he's screwed. He's gonna have to defend. You drop back, raising your sword to protect your body. He comes at you regardless. You toss his heavy blow aside, leaving him panting. You are safe. The bandit raises his sword, ready to protect himself. Okay, so I am just gonna go for a side swipe. Enough of this. Hurrying forward, you quickly aim to let his blood. He raises his sword at the last moment to effect the blow, but stops, coughing to the earth. Let's defend. Yeah, good. Circle away from the bandit. He tries forward, throwing himself against your defense. His craft tightens on his sword. So he shouldn't be able to do much. So, side swipe. Begone! Okay, enough of this. You aim a savage blow at his heart. The bandit gasps his last as you run him through. 2 stamina lost. Decent dueling. Takes a look at his dead colleague and turns to make a run for it. Let him go. You let him go. You'll tell others not to try to interfere with... don't know what that was. And landers in the future. Turning back to the path, you begin to walk once more. After about a half an hour, the way becomes an uphill incline. Ooh, okay. Nice. So my first fight, or real fight. Leaving Katapo behind, marks of true... Oh, Ape is next for my guardian. The true start of the wilderness. Beyond the tiny outpost, there are scattered homesteads and Kyra, a thriving city port, but all are touched by crudely isolated and fear. But all but all are touched by cruelty, isolation, and fear. Backlands and the shadow casted by Mamp's fortress darken everything. With the crown gone, no time for reflection. No time for reflection. You know the importance of your mission. Now it has begun. You must simply survive first and succeed second. You are well prepared as anyone could be. 5 minutes later, you're at your fork in the road. Sergeant, for all his eyesight, hadn't mentioned this. Okay. So we either go here. Some weird sound effects. So we either go here, and then meet another fork in the road. Or we go here. Uh, ooh, I like this. It's so dynamic. In the end, if we go either way, we are most likely just going to end up here. So this is kind of our, pretty much, no matter what we take, because we have a good path to take. Either we go here and then split to either or of these, Then we still will meet up back here no matter what choice we make out of 3. We'll be back here. And then we just go here, and then this is kind of just a one choice. I don't know. I want to go into the forest. Let's see. Fork in the road, let's see. The road splits around the base of a gigantic tree, but does not rejoin on the other side. The left path winds down a valley and the right rises up a slope towards the first thick forest of the hills. Let's look to the right. Hard to see much further up the hill. The forest is sudden and thick, and the path is narrow. It may be hard going in that direction, but the hills the hills will involve a lot of climbing eventually. You might get a decent view from the next, top of the ridge. Look left. Pause to consider the lower route. The river is there, the path follows the left bank. It is a safer route, secluded and protected. But the curve of the landscape would mean you're almost backtracking. Right? Okay, so almost backtracking. You're about to make your choice when you hear a faint cry from somewhere close at hand. It's a trap, a trap. Time to move on. Look around. You look around, and then finally up into the branches of a tree. A pair of wizened, clawless feet are dangling down overhead. About to drop on you, perhaps? Who's there? Ooh, okay. Who's there, you call? Voice cry again, a little more boldly this time. Up there! Help! Help! Can't get down! Voice is feeble, wearily old man, stepping back a little. You can see him clearly, as thin as sticks, and dressed in dirt rags. Okay. What are you hiding from? Hmm. How the old man got up there in the tree is a puzzle. He must have escaped someone fearsome to climb so high. What are you hiding from? He cried. Damilsons, he replied. I was traveling from Dumples to outposts and Enelin by were lie by elves. Brought me blind, but I took and all but took my eyes and lift me up the tree. I kept getting older, you see. We all do, but some worse than others. I climbed up, but I'm too old to get down. Help him out of the tree. Okay. Swinging yourself onto the lowest branch of the tree, you reach up and grab the old man by the waist. He is light as a leaf, and within a moment you have lifted him to the ground. Thanks for that, he remarks, brushing himself down, almost knocking himself over in the process. I was just starting to get a bit, perturbed, but I am on the safe now. He seems remarkably confident, considering the slightest stumble might break him to bits. I want to ask what you'll do now. What will you do now, you ask? Keep going for Adeline, he said. That's where I set off from. A while back now. You wouldn't believe the story if I told you. Suffice to say, though, if I knew my eyes from my eyes, you were heading out to Magpie, and better be smarter than I was, and he presses a page onto your head. Oh, this is a page torn from a spell book. This might be some use to you. Just found it. I found this. Just found it. Mind. Don't go asking how. But it no good to me. What? Look over the pages basically. Seems so Ka might have been Used for pest repulsants, but it's unworkable in its current state. Okay, I'll keep it. Definitely seems helpful. Take the base and thank him. The man falls quiet and squats down to the ground. With his jabbering done, he hears buzzing sound from high in the tree. A beehive. Climb up and investigate. Okay. Okay. Beehive. Beep beep. Okay, the beehive hangs like a ripe fruit from the very highest branch. A huge number of bees dance around the swarm. Climb high. I will use magic. You bounce enough to free your hands for a spell. Cast a spell. Okay, so we know CA. I don't see a C. I'll just try to see what does. Causes slowness. That is interesting. That might be helpful. Either slowness, stop, not useful here. That might be handy. I might be tempted to do that. Z, zap is most likely that, yeah. Zen. A jewel-studded medallion. I don't think we would. Hover in air. That might be handy. B, I... Oh, big is going to do nothing for us. L, A... Yeah, law. Oh! That might be useful. Let's try law. Okay. Cast a spell. Concentrating on the swarm that surrounds the beehive. If you feel your mind take control over theirs. Several hundred of small consciousness fall under your will. You lead them, like a general directing his army, away from the hive, allowing you to clamber up and relieve them of their succulent honeycombs and a nice ball of beeswax. That's a nice trick, That's a nice trick, the old man remarks. You stash your finds in your pack. The light is fading. It's time to move on. Oh, the man cries suddenly. Don't want to hear me riddle. I I got it from the ads. Or the Elvins. I'm curious, but I feel like it's time to leave. Got 5 rations now, sweet. Hear him out. It's the least I can do. Okay. You gesture with a hand for him to speak. See through him, he sees you not. A stinging beast, in a box not left, a guard with a key. It is his lot to gall, a witch for luck Beffert. Got a key is his lot. Thank you. You nodded. To turn your attention to the path ahead. I'm gonna write this down because I think obviously this might be important. Okay, come here. O-G. Give me my pencil. Always write down riddles. Let's see. Should have given myself more space to write one. Oog. See through him. See him though he sees you not. So whatever it is blind. The first thing, he is blind. You not. A singing beast in a box not left. Sting. Yeah, there's no R, it's sting. Stinging beast in a box not left. Don't know what that means. To guard a key that is in his lot. Pretty much self-explanatory. To gull a witch for luck. Befrit. Befrit. I'm not gonna look up what this means yet. Since it's kind of cheating, but at the same time I am curious. Because I can already decipher the first one. Pretty much it's just blind. Sorry I'm taking forever. Should hurry up, but you guys can probably... You know what? You guys can comment how far are we into the video? Oh yeah, we're at about an hour in. Probably gonna make these a little longer considering them. Even though I already have like 2 hour long videos, cough cough. Let's see. You guys can comment if you even get to this part of what you think it might be, considering I'd be far past it at this point. To go... Sorry, I don't know why I'm writing so slow. I should be already done. Focusing on talking. Besides... Yeah, I'm almost done. Sorry. I don't know that word though. Some of the words in here I don't know. So, pardon my lack of knowledge, my pals. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Hopefully it comes in handy. Most likely will. Alright. The high path or the low path? The high path. What's 8 do? I want to read you. I can click on you, but it doesn't tell me anything. That upsets me. Let's look at my items. Well, that's cool. Rations, weapon. Sword, broadsword, okay. Treasure. 10 gold pieces. Rations. 4 meals. 1 honeycomb. Magical items. Spellbook. 2 quantities of beeswax. That's a magical item, okay. And then my spellbook. Let's see if I can find Ka. How... Might be at the end, but... Yeah, far, Zed. Oh, I can cast that now, for some reason. Well, no, I could always cast that far. I don't see Ka. I guess I can't cast it without the other half. But whatever it is for pesticide, pretty much. We got little bugs. This music's dope. Yeah. Can't do anything really here. So let's get back on our journey. Get into the village. You seem... Head into the village, it seems the safest route. Secluded, without providing an opportunity for an ambush. And no matter how quickly darkness falls, the riverbank will guide your way. Nice. So yeah, pretty much I won't get lost here. The man calls something... The man calls something after you about elves, but you ignore but you ignore it. The path winds alongside a bubbling stream. You follow it, keeping to the west bank. The valley itself narrower on either hand. A good spot for an ambush. You can only hope that nobody knows you are here. After an hour's walk, you begin to feel hungry. You need to eat at least once a day to keep up your strength. I'm gonna eat. No, not my honeycomb. I was gonna save that, you jerk. Taking a seat on the grassy bank above the water, you eat the sugary honeycomb, rest for half an hour or so, and then continue on your journey. But, how dare you eat the honeycomb we just got? Oh, I guess actually it would be smarter to eat it so it doesn't go bad, since we don't have anything to kind of keep it from going bad. The valley continues and you walk for many hours until the sun begins to set behind the bank, and the air grows cold. Now it would be the time to find and pitch camp if you intend to sleep before darkness descends completely. But the moon will rise soon enough, and you could walk through the night somewhere beyond this valley. There are villages with real beds. Either make camp because it's getting dark, or keep walking through the night. I'm gonna make camp. After a little thought, you decide to stop. In the moonlight, the river will turn black and the way will be hard to find. Better to sleep. I will not eat something again, because I already ate. You will find a group of rocks. Better sleep up there. Tomorrow, you find a group of rocks that form a a natural hollow beside the bank of the stream and settle yourself inside. As comfortable as a rat in a hole. Before you decide to sleep, you check through your pack. You have 4 rations left. You do not need to eat again today. 1 meal is enough. You rest your head onto your pack and close your eyes. Eventually, okay. Eventually you drift off to sleep, soothing the babbles and streams. So after you quick to hear splashing noise, stay still and listen. Reasoning that you're well heading with the rocks, keeping your breath quiet and listening. Creatures, 2 or 3 of them, are splashing in the stream, perhaps washing. Perhaps throwing stones or casting fish. Lay low. You stay quietly, listening closely. After a while, they seem tired of the game. Taz fall quiet once more. Stay alert. Okay. Okay. You stay alert, hearing the rustlings of the creature approach once more. Coming down of the bank of the valley behind you, you sit up sharply. Okay. There, they point and gabble excitedly at each other. One of them rises into the air and flies across the water, looking at you more closely. You have never seen creatures like this before. Speak to them. Him. Hail there, creature, you call out. Creature darts up high into the air at your voice, then cautiously approaches once more. What am I? What are you? What am I? What are you in our valley? Uh, a traveler. A traveler, you declare. On my way from one place to another, I mean no harm. Well then, traveler, will you join me and my companions? I would need to sleep, but I want to be nice. I will. Rise from your rudder and cross the brink of the river. There were 2 other creatures are. Where the other 2 creatures are. The creatures dance around you, nipping your arms, splashing water at your legs. They turn the darkness... Okay, hold on. The creatures dance around you, nipping at your arms and splashing water at your legs. They turn their glows off and on, making delightful flashing patterns one moment and plunging yourself into darkness in the next, only to reappear suddenly in front of you to make you jump. It is a charming, if somewhat threatening display, like a toothy smile from a tiger. After a while, you suddenly realize that they're reading, gradually leading you down the river with their game, away from the rocks you have, your bosom, your belongings. Okay, so let's see. Either or they're taking me to a bridge, because no way they're getting me over here in that amount of time. Yeah, there's nothing too dangerous. There's no like waterfall or anything. They're most likely either bringing me over here or over here. I would say more over here since that doesn't seem like much. Let's see. Uh, let me show you something. Let me show you something. It's in my bag, but I can't see my bag now. The elephants sit and giggle at their tricks, but for all their mischief, they are curious as catch. This way, one calls, leading you back down the river. We'll find your bag and things, right where you left them. You follow, pleased with your scheme, until you are back by the rocks. Your prisoners are safe. Oh, I wish I had the honey. Give him a gold piece. You know, here. Okay, take a gold piece from your pouch. Here, for your troubles. One of the elven takes the coin, bites it, nods, then tosses it into the middle of her. Shiny things look better underwater, he says. To his friends, he adds, fish for breakfast? Quite suddenly, they fly around, up into the air, taking armfuls of their kafis with them. And you are alone once more. The valley is... Hey, I have trouble speaking. And the valley is mercifully quiet. You sit up against the rocks, meaning to stay awake in case they return, but the sound of water lures you to sleep. Once again, the ground fills your dreams. Not only instead of being hidden away in the Mapang fortress by the Archmage, you see it on the head of a burly villager from Kandabai. Anyone can wear the crown, he declares to you, but wearing the crown, you're no longer just anyone. And then he points a finger at you, seems to cackle with energy, and you find yourself drawn towards him. Command to do his bidding. Suddenly, you're surrounded by angry bees. The new broadsword in your hands is growing heavier and heavier. You're walking you're walking towards a crack in the ground. It seems to swallow you whole. You're to the edge, about to fall. Okay, interesting. Can't click on these, so I can't review what I did. So I just have to remember. This is cool. Oh, okay, you can ask your spirit aid by pressing the pray button. Okay, I can pray for healing. You're a strong, beast, intelligent, who takes great pride in acting faithfully and to being depended upon. Aw, a prayer to your spirit will heal you, but after a prayer, you're here from some time again. I do not need that at the moment. Okay, the morning air is cool and good for walking. You feel a little stronger than yesterday, still halfway between sleeping and waking. You feel the presence of your spirit, the ape, close nearby. Its form changed since you last left Annalyn. Just as you have changed, but is still walking beside you. In the temple, they caught you. In the temple, they taught you that a prayer to your spirit could heal disease, lift cures, even save you from certain death. But spirits are not generous and can decline to help often. Walk on. You wake and set off down the stream once more. After a few hours, you come across a rope bridge strung precariously between two boulders spanning the river. The path leads away from the other side and runs over a small hill. Okay, so either take the bridge into whatever that is, or take the path down to here. Stay on the bank, cross the bridge. Well, the thing is, I'll go in here, and I don't think I want that. Yeah, I want to go probably here. Continue, and we will go across the bridge. You cross over the bridge quickly, then follow the path up and over the hill where you stop and marvel. The grassy verge is thick with color. It's the most beautiful flowers you have ever seen. I am not going to pick one. I think it's a bad choice. Okay, there we go. You follow a path carefully downwards, trying to avoid breaking the stems with flowers as you go. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of a bad thing to pick it if there's like elvins here. Uh, you... Yeah, as you descend, you pass a small clearing, a safe point to stop perhaps? I'm gonna keep going. The place is too open. Yeah, you walk on through the long grass. Okay. You continue along the trail. The undergrowth around you thickens with dense shrubs that snag your legs fast. Suddenly, There's a cackling sound beneath your thing. A crackling sound beneath. There's something else. Jump clear. Ooh, okay, oof. You leap ahead in time as a pitfall caves in behind you. You look back and see a gaping hole which you would fall into. Do I want to look at the pit? I'm going to look at the pit. You can also take a look at the pit. It is 3 meters deep? I'm assuming meters. Quite a trap. But then again, it is so is the one moving under your feet right now. Uh, there's a gentlest of clicks. Step back. I'm gonna duck. It seems very random. Oh, snap! Drop to your knees as 3 snap right in front of you. Ah, what's my fate? Your head will be on a spike. Your adventure. Ah, dang. Uh, rewind. Okay. Keep going. Continue. Alrighty. Okay, so I am going to jump clear and keep moving. Uh, step back narrowly, avoiding the impact of 3 steps. Snap right in front of you. Of course, in stepping back, you fall into the pit behind you. Ugh, everything goes black. Rip. At least I'm not dead. That's for sure. You slowly regain consciousness. There is stinging pain in your hands and feet. Something is wrong with your head. Close nearby, see kind of a crazed parrot. Listening for noise. Uh, that's good to do. I still listen. You keep absolutely still and listen closely. A chirping sound is no bird, but a set of 5 or 6 voices. They seem excited, but where are you? Let's wait. Cast, you, you find out soon enough you wait, lying still. Perhaps think yourself. You'll leave you alone, but they don't. Someone kicks you in the stomach. Your eyes pry open and find yourself on the floor of the hut. Led by a small, violent men judging by what they wear around their necks. They're head hunters. Ooh. Greetings, you whisper. Meet you no Okay, I meet you no harm. Men around you leap and jabber. There's no reason to believe they understand your words. A shout. Jerk. Okay. Let's see what we can do. We can do hot. That's almost an immediate. Kid. What's kid do? Bracelet, no, that's teeth, no. Well, teeth are bone, aren't they? I think. Obviously, we can cast hot, which I think is a mistake. That's kid. I thought I hit D. D's over there. Here we go. D. U. D. Dud. Illusion of treasure. They're headhunters, so I don't know if that would matter. So we have kid, which we can't even use, so that's one to spell. So we either go with dud or hot. I want to go dud. You attempt to wave it, but with your hands bound behind your back, you cannot cast it. You still suffer the effects of casting. You collapse onto the floor. There is nothing you can do but wait. An hour, an hour or so passes during but you are left alone. Suddenly the little men will return and lift you onto their shoulders. They carry you swiftly to the center of the huntsman's settlement. There's so much commotion, and several natives rush off to fill a large pot with water, heated over a fire. Meanwhile, you're thrown to a bamboo cage. They pray for aid. I should have used it earlier then. Let's wait till they return for further aid. Okie dokie. Your conscience, you concentrate, clear your mind, and level your soul. Lift prayer, your spirit offers freedom, escape, and aid for wanderers. You acquire all three, but nothing happens. You try again, but it seems your spirit has abandoned you. Perhaps is lost. Perhaps Outland is lost after all. Oog. You try to maintain your calm and wait, watching for an opportunity, but one does not come. After an hour or so the crowd of the headhunters gather around outside your case. They are singing and dancing and sharing wine. The water in the pot is bubbling loudly. Two headhunters approach your cage. I'm gonna... Rip. Oh, I'm gonna read this then. You wait, that as you haul out of the cage, you bustle you towards the pot. When it happens, dark clouds rumble in low over the camp. When they are directly overhead, they release a thunderbolt of dousing fire. The headhunters run around trying to cover the flames. Hold on. When they are directly overhead, they release a torrent. Oh, the clouds. Okay, that's what's happening. The clouds are attacking. Headhunters run around trying to cover the flames, and for a moment they drop you. The water collecting on the floor loosens your bindings. The rain is causing confusion in the village. Get my belongings first. Dive back into a hut, uh, you dive quickly back into the hut which you were brought. All your belongings are still here. You grab them and race for the hut. A hunter blocks your path. Knock him down. Okay, you knock down with all your force and he goes sprawling. Then you're in the clear of the hut. You run and keep running until you clear the deep. Until you are deep in the woods, but also helplessly lost. Still, you have your hide, and you are now on your own. You have called your spirit's help, and while the powers above are given, they are not generous, and they will not help you again for some time. You come to a stop in a field of long grass almost overhead. But which way will you go? There's no time to get your bearings. Okay, so we can either go here, which I'm assuming is downhill, or uphill, which is here. Uphill is probably a mistake since they will all see me downhill. Probably better, I would say. And it'll get me to the next town instead of wherever here is. So I am gonna go downhill. Hoping you find bearings. What trees path? Just some trees. Yeah, here we go. We go over here, we go over here, we turn around and do this. Okay. Path continues alongside of a lime tree. Suddenly an acorn lands on your head. You're towering overhead. You look up. Elvins. No one just walk on by. Pelted by more and more acorns, as well as some sticks and branches. You break into one. Soon you're out of reach of those annoying creatures. Nice. Can I take a Healy? No. Okay. The sun is just past its zenith, and everywhere. Everywhere a dusty heat rises from the baked earth. You're you're worn out, almost to the point of physical collapse. You need food and rest, and no more trouble today. And no more trouble. Today has been too punishing already. You begin to think about where you will stay for your night. Other nights, sleeping out in the open would be best avoided, but then you will see a small village up a hill set into the hill. Look at it. Either avoid the village or go in. Smoke rises from the stacks. The houses are well set with stone at their bases and thatched roofs of grass and thick leaves. There is unusually more than just one street running through the center of town, but it is as though the place, once rich, has had its heart scooped away. Litter surrounds the buildings, and edge on the edge of the village there are rows and rows of empty, abandoned houses. You continue your slow trudge along the path. Okay. Village is probably best to go into. You walk into the village. Young hill dwellers pass you and stare at your swing clothes. You nod back respectively. Look at the people. Their own attire, rough in comparison to your gear. They wear their hair long but piled up on their heads. These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town, here on the knife edge of the backlands. Okay, either go to the inn. I am going to go here. Whee! Walking down the single road, quickly found a hut where everyone is covered in covering pulled wide open. With its covering pulled, I can't speak. Yeah, walking down the single road, you find a hut with its front covering pulled wide open and the smell of brewed beer coming from inside. You go inside. You go in. Several hill dwarves are there. Hill dwellers, yeah. Talking gruffly when you enter. When you enter, they watch with you with understandable caution. I like this art. Let's see. The owner of the hut comes over to you. Welcome to the town, he declares. What do you want? I'll greet the owner. Sir. What's up? Please sit. You go over to the table where sit with the oldest man. Turn your attention to the oldest man at the table. Whatever face he had once was lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles, and his skin is color of tanned hide from lifetimes of in the beating sun. Greetings, old man. He raises his mug and salute. Stranger. His face is gravelly like the dusty dirt that lines the city streets of his town. Where are you from? He smells of vegetable stock. Come from Analan. He nods. Not many. Not many as cross through the Cantopin gate in either direction, if you know what I'm saying. I understand you. He grins and picks his teeth with his fingernail. They say war is coming, something to do with the crown. The crown? You ask cautiously. The crown of kings, he says. They say it's how a leader leads. Without a crown on your head, no one will follow you. The crown can raise an army from the farmyard or command a population to walk onto the sea. He shakes his head. Sounds like a bad idea if you ask me. But if someone's got to wear it, I'd rather they were in Analand than Mangpan. You sip your beer. The old man glances with the about. Uh, uh, let's see. Can you tell me something about this region? You ask. Uh, this town? Krista Tanti. Certainly, I'll tell you that around. So leave that around here. We're always glad to help strangers. Aw. Who wants to rely on this town? Shush. Uh, let's see. Tell me what lies beyond this town. Beyond Kristatanti, there are two paths, he says. One takes you to Edwin's home, and you will need to be your wits about if she is there. The other leads up to the hills and Lucky, domain of the Great Ones. Oof. Uh, either either way you choose. I wish you luck on your Sin Cinderella on your journey. Oh, thank you. They're nuts. I thank you. The man nods. A fat lot of good my wishes will do you if someone tries to split your skull, he observes. The crowd in the inn is starting to thin out. Finish your beer and get to your feet. You make to leave the inn with stuff you hand out. Hand him a piece of gold. It's a bounty. Look this way and that, and decide to do what's next. Then you realize the old man has joined you once more. He grabs your shoulder and presses a fruit into your hand. Bamba, he declares, through fermented breath. I grow them myself. Good for the stomach. He pats your belly and walks away slightly. Okay. You turn the old man scoop over in your hands. A thick, rind fruit that keeps well and will be highly nutritious when you decide to eat it. The only drawback is its incredible weight. It is now entering evening and time to sleep. Okay. Let us head. Ooh, I am lacking on gold. Are you being nice to me right now? Nah. Ape. I'm gonna go over... Oh yeah, I can't do that. I'm gonna go over... Aw, my amazingness. I'm curious how long I can make this. There you go. Wee. This reminds me of that one episode of Chowder when they're going all over the place and it just shows the map. Wee. Oh, this is just fun. The cover of the forest is dark. The ground is thick with fallen branches, mud, and briar. You walk for nearly an hour more, then you pass a large tree atop a giant fist of curling roots. It is a perfect spot to sleep. Eat something. Ah, okay. Keeps eating all the stuff that I have. Gracefully, you open your pack and pull out the old man's citrus bamba fruit. You feel much better and more ready for the long watch of the night. You settle down to sleep. It will not be an uninterrupted night out there under the stars, surrounded by beasts. But but you will still feel a little better for it. Halfway through the night, you wake suddenly. A roach pig has sunk your teeth into its leg and is quickly sucking your blood. I want to cast a spell. Let's see what a spell does. Okay. So we have... Oh, we have Jig. Yeah, Jig can't do squat. That'd be interesting if we got that. Uh, Dogs. Causes slowness. Will that help? R-A-Z. Sharpened blade. Oh, requires beeswax. Nice. H, yeah, we can obviously get hot, but hot's gonna be a little suspicious right now. Already tried you. Dig. Dogs. Causes slowness. Let us draw my sword. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Uh, okay. You draw your sword. That's a funky looking thing. Let us... It shouldn't cause too much trouble. Let's go with a simple cut. Could have saved a bit more energy. Pig garnishes his teeth. Gnashes his teeth, as though it's hoping you simply leave it to its meal. But, eh, but that would be foolish. You stab for its throat. The pig charges forward. Tusk level your heart and rushes directly into your sword. The roast pig staggers as you wound it. Then a shell densens. Is it about to do something? But what? If it's densening its shell, it's most likely going to try to defend. Yeah. You batter the roach pig's back, slicing across the creature's face. Most have bounced off of its kinder shell. Let's defend. Yeah. You drop your guard down low. The roach pig charges you, growling and huffing. You turn the blow with your sword. The shell is drawn up. The shell is drawn up. Blink, blink. Is that meaning defend? Yeah. Pretty sword jabbing at the pig's feet, but of course it's affected by its hard back. We guess it's cute. Its hard shell coverings flexes unnervingly. Let's go again. Maybe, oh, we did too much. You bust the roast pig again, cutting it down, but as some of the impact was lost on its heavy causing, it grunts, but it was built to survive the impact of collapsing trees. It feels nothing from your blows. Let's defend. It tries to dig its tusk into your side. You cover yourself well. Its head is low by its shell. Okay, so it's most likely going to defend. Hitting your sword attacks. Side swap indications test most of your effort with shield base. Okay, the pig whines. Panics. So it's high. Let's just go for screw you move. Bam. Make an excellent stroke slicing through the pig's eye. The creature squeals so loud you think your ears will burst, and it falls back, hitting the earth with its hard shell, raising the dirt suddenly. It is quite suddenly quite dead. The trees fall silent once more. 2-7 loss. Competent combat. Okay. You carry the carcass sort way from your camp so that it will not be overrun by rats and ants. You don't take any of the meat. Then, by wiping your blade against the grass, you settle back down and try to go back to sleep. Your dreams are vivid once again. You are somewhere hot, as if swimming in a pool of lava. The smell of herbs and cumin is thick in your nostrils, and all around you, hungry mouths are crying out to be fed. Meanwhile, you are falling endlessly down and down into a deep pit in the ground, and then, in the distance, a deep voice is booming with laughter. A long, cruel fingers, as one of the hands crawl around the metal frame of a crown, and with the other he beckons you forward, as if into a trap. Beyond there... Okay, let's go here. That's the only way to go. You wake earlier, and sit up for a moment, in no great hurry to leave this place where you have lingered so long. It is now the third day of your journey, and the muscles you have are feeling lean and strong from so much walking. You spend a short while enjoying the peace, then unhurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. The town is Surrounded by several miles of field, it sits in a well-protected ring of hills, and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. As you follow the path between the lines of the sun-baked crops, you come across a fork on the road. The right hand leads into an outbuilding, while the left leads off directly into deep woodland. Let's see. So that goes into the ruins, but in the end, that'll just loop me back around here, so I would get to go to both, but the forest seems interesting. I'm gonna go here. Boop. See. Your journey is too important to slow down by talking to locals. You must pass unseen, so you disappear into the jungle of tall trees. For a short while, the sun is fevernous, and then you are between the trees once more, and everything becomes cold and still. You walk for several hours uneventful. This is land that was never settled or explored. The very few travel this way in places, bushes and shrubs have grown over the path. Uh, let's hack my way through. Moving carefully forward, you use your sword to cleave the bushes. Your progress is quick but silent. Then you come forth into a fork in the road, still deep in the forest. Fork in the forest. Wee! Do 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 do. Yeah, my lady's doing good. Okay, to here and then probably down there. Someone has thought to make a sign, perhaps a guide or perhaps a warning. The way to the right is marked for Dumpus. The left post points to the lady that was mentioned, Adeline, and I remember from the man in which I told you. Either way seems to be a better trot. You will have to choose. So if that's her, let's go chat. Wee do 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 do. Hop. The path winds between the trees that get greener and more lush. You become you must be closer to the river here, though you cannot hear water. After half an hour's walk through the dappled shade, you come across a well-built hut. Flowers decorated its walls, and the door has been painted with ornate designs. The path ends here. Scout around. You perform a swift circuit around the hut, but nothing unusual or concerning. It seems to be what it is, a hut, set by itself, deep in the forest. But someone, or but for someone to survive out here on their own, surrounded by the beasts of the jungle, must be quite powerful. Knock on the door, knock, knock, knock. No reply. Open the door. Door open, and strode inside. Do 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 do. That is neatly laid out. You detect a touch of a fencerous woman, fasterous. Chairs are set around the table, as for guests. A mattress slides in one corner in a large kitchen area, indicative that whoever lives here, they are fond of cooking. Call out. Hello? Is anyone here? To your surprise, a voice answers quickly. Who's there? Who's that? Locate the speaker. Looking in the corner, hidden by a large cupboard, you see a cage where a young woman is imprisoned. Good stranger, she pleads, let me out of this cage. I beg you. Okay. You move over to the cage, quite shocked. What happened to you? Oh, good strangers, she wails. I've been locked up here for 2 days. It was the Elvins that did it. Those malicious prankster Elvins. Please, you must help me. I have not eaten. They have left me here, where I can see all my cooking things, but I cannot reach them. I'll help you. Go over to the cage, try to lock. I use an item for your pack. Break the lock. Use magic. Oof. You should be grateful I waste my strength on you, you declare, as you roll up your sleeves. That's a little rude. I think it's dog, isn't it? Or doff. D-O-Z? Cause of slowness. O-P. Cast. You cast the spell over the lock and it begins to shimmer. Like a small beetle, it hums and clicks as the tumblers turn and work. Then finally, it snaps open and drops to the floor. The woman claps her hands in delight. And with the door open, she rushes out and throws her arms around you before backing off a pace and trying to regain her composure. She declares, I'm in debt. I'm in your debt. And Lynn will reward you. Will you take an aid in combat or mastery of magic? Very good. Oops. Is where? Hold on. Whoops. Rewind. Okay, here we go. Scout around. Knock on the door. Open the door. Continue. Whoops. Finally get some music. Call out. Locate the speaker. What happened to you? I'll help you. Use magic. Cast a spell. Okay, so we get D O P cast. There we go. I want magic. Okay. Magic. Very well. She rushes quickly up to the wall and a panel they have not seen and takes out a small box which she places in your hands with a smile. No tricks, she says with a smile. All these things will aid you if you know what they're meant to be used. The box contains a small vial of glue, a pair of strange-looking nose plugs, and 4 small pebbles. Pocket them, giving back the empty box. The lady has been free. Seems like there's nothing much you can do. Yeah, it seems like there's nothing much more to keep you here from your quest. Uh, this would be nice. She nods vigorously, and the two of you settle down at the table. This, it is a mockery of a family feast, as you carefully divide a quantity of your cheese and bread, trying hard not to lose any morsels into the cracks of the wood. She eats rather ravenously, and so do you, as do you. Then finally you stand up. I must be on my way, tell her. I have many more miles. Oh, okay. Many more miles to cover today. She nods, of course. Please, before you go. Aw, thank you. Dang! 7 gold pieces. Okay, bow your head and accept the kiss. There are 7 gold pieces inside. And one more thing. She moves around the table and leads over, pecks your cheek, whispering, I am... Okay, and whispers. Okay, moving around the table, she leans over to you and kisses you on your cheek. I am Annalena, the witch. I have killed a good many men with my sorcery, but I've chosen not to kill you today. Go in peace. Aw. As she steps back, her face is soft and peaceful as it ever was. Did you imagine her words? Most certainly not. Time to leave. You step quickly outside and retrace your steps to the last junction where you, yeah, where you turn to take the path to Dumpus. Nice. I did a good. Making friends. Okay. You walk for several hours, following the twists and turns of the path through the trees. Then suddenly you stop. You hear a noise up ahead. Something is moving around behind the rocks at the edge of the path. Uh, wait and look. Heading back, watching trees, there's definitely something moving there, something large and long. Its tail whips between the trees, but now you've seen it. A definitive advantage. I'm curious, what spells can I cast here? Uh, obviously Zap seems like it. Ooh. Zip? What's Zip? Unknown. Okay. Zip's an option. That's new. And obviously we have Zap. J does nothing for us. D is Z, which is slowness. I haven't needed to use it, and then that's not important right now. Let's see. I am, ooh, L. L, A, oh, L, A, W. Control non-intelligent creatures. Doesn't, it seems maybe intelligent, so I like this, that they all pop out. Oh, A? Let's see. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, that's weird. Let's see. I am curious. Let's just see what Zip does. Okay, let's see. Zip. You try to bind the enchantment, but you're missing key item that needs, so the spell dissipates around you. You have no choice but to fight the beast. The rat bear rears up and curls across. You bring... So, okay, so let's undo that. Okay. Wait and look. I cast a spell. Let's try to cast a different spell. Definitely seems to be some intelligence. Being a rat, that's mostly really smart. Oh, isn't law what I was saying I don't need? D O P. You know what? I don't need to cast a spell. Nah, let's just fight. Bring up your sword. Uh, what else? Ooh, it has a high attacker. Let's just do a side swipe. Ooh, that hurts. Is startled by your approach, but quickly drops on all fours. You thrust your sword out in front, hoping the creature will run itself through. The last one the bear leaps, all gloves off the ground and ready to plunge into your body. You brace yourself as well. Brace yourself as it comes down. It rears back, claws raised. Okay, it might defend then. Let's go for a 2. Sweet. You test the creature, sidestepping. You slash at the rat bear, but it has read your intentions and drop into a crouch. It crouches as it pushes you away. Defend. Yeah. So I think it hits hard. Defends hits hard. You almost can smell the creature growling and enraged. It ducks quickly behind a tree, squealing with rage. The rat bear charges forward, but you keep yourself guarded. It stumbles back, tail whipped high in defense. Okay, yeah. So we just need to let's get a jab. Poke. You trust the creature. Fainting left, you slice the rabbit, but it knocks you aside at the paw. You scratch the creature's hide. Yeah, it hits hard, and then it defends. You sense the creature getting angry. You drop quickly into a crouch. Bear launches. Yeah, it launches its front claws aimed at your eyes, but you knock it away. For a moment, it's close enough for you to smell its sewer breath. Okay, so I can just easily do this. Yeah, this is an easy fight. I can just at this point I can overpower it. Because the creature, a quick flash, you slash Rapper, but it has guessed your movement and raises its claws to protect itself. Reels back, tail high defense. Oh? Okay then, that's new. Sidestepping, you out at the rat bear, but it bats you back into the mud with its tail. It is weakened weakening little by little. It squeaks, snuffling, standing up onto its hind legs. It might be ready to attack. So I try to go, it never goes higher than 6 it seems, so I'll just go 7-3. 4, dang. Jeez. Rushing forward, you charge at the rat bear, then your sword slips between the creature's ribs and drives deep into its putrid heart. The rat bear squeals and falls into the ground. Let's come to battle. Nice. With the beast dead on the path, you're free to move onward. Nice. The path winds a few more times around gigantic trees, thousands of years old. Then it emerges onto a sudden plain, as if the forests have been scooped away by a gigantic hand. The river trinkles thinly between short grasses, and its bank stands a tiny village. And by its bank stands a tiny village. Okay, so avoid the village and go probably just around. And then after the village, we have a total of 3-ish ways. We either go here, or go here, which would take us all the way back here, but I don't think we're going this way then, unfortunately. So I missed out on an area, but oh well. Okay, today has been a short day with few true dangers. With a decent meal and a nice rest, your next day will start auspiciously as you begin to gently climb down into the village. You follow the path down into the village, passing a sign which declares it to be Dumpus. The streets are thin and narrow. The buildings have been set close together as if trying to withstand a storm. There's a terrible smell hanging in the air. All in all, it seems an unpleasant place. Aren't you curious how long I've been going for? Only 2 hours. Maybe an hour and a half I'll make this one. Either that or I try to complete it. Because this is only part 1, and it seems we have a long ways to go. Okay, so if anything, we're most likely going to try to go through here, get over here, around here, and then we'll meet over here. See, yeah, because we missed out technically half the map. This is only part 1 too, so we might be there. Okay. You can hear the sound effects, they're weird. Find an inn, talk to the villagers, explore the town. Let us, eeny meeny miny mo, let's talk to the villagers. Past the main pillars, several hilldoors sitting and eating. They seem to be deep in discussion about something. Several shake their fists in the air, lifting back a camp slab. You see he'll stop talking immediately and look up at you. One gets on his feet and gestures towards you. Bow my head. You nod your head once to the man who returns the gesture. Then one of the others calls something in their native tongue and points to your side, where your sword hangs, and below the hem of cloak, in broken common tongue, the first man croaks, "No weapons." It indicates a table by the door where you can leave your blade. Look over at the table. The weapon's there, so the man appears to be honest enough. Remove my sword. You unfasten your sword belt and leave your weapon at the door. The Hilldorf nods to show their appreciation, and then beckons you to sit with them. Then they continue their conversation just as animatedly as before, speaking in a local tongue that you cannot follow. But as they talk, they pour you a drink and provide you with food. They seem quite welcoming. I'll listen to their talk. As you listen, catch a few words here and there. Goblins, arms, the town, so where we were earlier. They seem to be very concerned. Do I want to butt in, or do I want to keep listening? You're interested. Here, keep listening. Slowly piece together the story. The group seems to be quite sure a horde of goblins are planning to attack on the town, which is apparently one of the wealthiest spots in the hills. They're discussing whether or not it would be worth helping the village to defend itself, which might mean you are offered some kind of reward. Okay, wait a while and discuss later, inside later. You must help them. The man points out, we are rich? Yeah. You could be better to them. They might be better all. You will place them in your debts. Swayed by your ruthless logic, and you? Uh, How do you fight? How do you fight? I'll help those who need it. I'll help those who need. The man nods. Let the goblins attack tonight, they cheer. We will use your strength, even draw us close. The man thank you for your counsel and leave one by one. Continue. Explore the town. Corral track. You see a couple of merchants' huts. You browse for items worth buying with your with your 15 gold pieces. Your attention is taken by a finely woven skull cap. His finely crafted sword, a finely crafted sword, and a small bag of provisions. Okay, so provisions, the sword. I don't think I want really. I think I have my sword still, right? Items. Yeah, I have my sword still. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna examine the skull cap. Dadule. Okay, it's not Dadule. Okay. Pick up the skull cap and turn it over. Stolen from a priest of Dadule. The merchant declares with pride, a fine piece of work, 4 gold pieces. Okay. You can tell from the feel of the cloth that it has no inherent magic, but it might be useful in spells. Put it back. Examine the sword. Let's just take a look at it. There's only one more than I paid for. Carefully, you lift the long sword, okay, and swing it through the air. It cuts a finely carved edge. How does it work? I'm sure you agree. The merchant threw 6 gold pieces. Put it back. I'm gonna buy provisions. Uh, you examine a bag of food. There is enough about to last 3 days. 6 gold pieces, the merchant says with a smile. Good for a traveler, I'm sure. That should be fine. We need more food. Pay 6 and add provisions to your pack. That's enough. Okay. The merchant smiles. Is there anything I can help you with? Uh, let's see if there's any work to be had. I need to earn some money. Sizes you up. You look like a good worker too. One of my friends needs some digging done. Sure that. Sure he will be able to pay you and feed you for it. Sounds like hard work. You won't be paid for free. The merchant replies, carefully wrapping around his bracelet as he talks, expecting you to steal something. He stares at you. So, yes, looking over. He looks over his shoulder at a path. I'm going to go that way. Are you coming? Okay. So do 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 do. Yay! Get some more monies. He lead he leads you to a house on the edge of the village and introduces you to the householder, a stout man who is probably incapable of lifting a spade, let alone digging with it. What is it you need doing? A suspect, the man replies. Out back needs digging. How much? Pretty much. Well, 3, he says. I'll get started. Pays out back, he replies, with the jerk of his thumb. You can walk through the man's house and back into the garden. Into the back garden. It smells terrible. The job isn't just to dig a new suspect, but to dig over the old one. And it's going to be several hours. So that'll work. That'll probably take up the whole night. I'll just read what you... Oh, you can give me healing now. Okay. That'll probably take the whole night. You collect your spade and stuck it in the ground by the hole. Cast a spell. I know exactly what to do. Okay, let's see what we got. Zap. I'm just gonna see if that's an option. Yeah, that's gonna just explode everything. What's this? What's this? Nothing for that. See P over there. P, E, Pep. Cast Strength, Fire Water. That would be handy if we had that. But B, I, G. Big. Big. You cast a spell and wait for it to take effect. When you feel the spade turn from a heavy tool into a mere toothpick in your hand, you spell 3 times your usual size. You have the digging work done in barely any time. Sweet. You go back into the house and collect your money. 3 gold pieces. The grateful householder also provides you with some food, as well as a place to sleep on the floor to rest for the remainder of the night. You settle down happily and are quickly asleep. You dream strange dreams as you sleep. Your thoughts are dominated by a strange woman in the hut. In your mind, she has become younger than she truly is. Flowers seem to be blooming from her hair as though she had grown from the earth herself. Here, overhead, you fancy you hear the flap of giant wings. The birdman came for the crown. Perhaps before the journey is finished, they will come for you. Alrighty. Let's see. So they're coming to attack here. At some point, some goblins. Maybe the goblins are in the ruins, that's why. Or they could be from here. So let's see. Do 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 do. Yeah. Almost back on full stamina. 2 more sleeps and I'll be good. You rise early, dismiss the attention of the householder, and head out into the streets. Within a few minutes of walking, you're out of Dumpus and back onto the road. After an hour or so, the way branches, with one path heading up into the hills and the other turning downhill, and alongside a barren stony ridge. Is that a village? A village that you can make out on top of the hill. Seems like a little place for it. Either go downhill. That bridge most likely is going to break. Or that we can go through some cavies. That might not be helpful. Let's go into the village. Oh. Okay. That doesn't look too happy. The gentle upslope became a steep climb when you were forced to rest several times. So far, you have been able to walk the foothills. The journey now becomes more serious. When you finally reach the summit and can look down over the low plateau you have crested, you see a path runs through a small settlement of crude fashion huts. Villagers out on the street walking, talking, and working. It seems a happy, bustling place. Watch for a little longer. You stay at your vantage point and watch a little longer to see if things change. After a while, you begin to notice some strange things about the way the people in the village are moving. First, you notice one is limping, then another. Then you realize that they're all shuffling around, using sticks. One could even say, crawling. Yeah, by the image it seems a little fishy. Well, watch some more. You stay hidden and wait for a little longer. While you realize what's happening to the village that okay, after a while you realize that whatever is happening in the village, it is desperate. It's, it's no longer laughter, no joy, no trade or commence. The women do not walk about and the men do not watch them. It's a prison camp. Oh. Okay. That is unfun. let's see. Stay away from this place. Go and visit. If it's a prison camp, go and visit these people. We can always backtrack. These are people in need of a savior. You may not be that woman, but you can try. You approach arms open to show that you're not a threat. But the message is not understood. The villagers see you and panic, scurry inside their huts, as if you were an army and not a lone traveler. The bodies are thin, malnutritioned, and as they disappear through the doors, you notice some are missing limbs. Slap out a door and knock. Walk straight through the village. Something about it gives you shivers. Okay. Enter a hut or leave the village. Boys can go back if we die. You approach the next hut. Inside here, murmurs of voices, so you enter. The hovel is tiny and poor, with no furnishing of any kind. A small fire burns in the middle of the floor, and by the far wall, a family of three cowers from you. The woman looks at it as if to hold you back. Cast a spell. I'm just curious, what spells can I cast? Let's do the check. R... Okay, I don't think... Turn to... Okay, then no. If it gives me those options, then it would assume that I have it at this point. Force field. They might freak out at that. L-I-M. Limb. Cause stupidity. That's a new one. Lock. Heal disease. A medical that would have been amazing. So I can't do that. N-I-F. Nif. Create stench. Requires nose plugs. I already tried this one, didn't I? Nif? Yeah. Okay, I already tried this one. Turn to stone. F-O... That's force field. I already tried that one. L-O-K. Heal disease, and then I am limb. Cause stupidity. That doesn't seem handy. Hold out a friend and headship. You put out a hand to greet the man. He shuffles over nervously and grasp it with feeble strength. Are you magical, stranger? Are you not afraid of us? Wait, why? Why he replies? Ah. Whoops. We have the plague in this village. Afraid why? Why, he replies, don't you know? We have the plague in this village. Spring back for him, but it's too like curse you. Like a curse. Is there a cure? She said sadly. Some say to drink the juice of blimberry, but we all tried so much that no berries grow around the village any longer. We're still alive, I suppose, but not well. Fear. You take another step back in fear and regret. You have but a few days. There is no question. You must do what you can for these people. I don't think I'll have any new options if that's the case. Yeah. I mean, cure disease would have been amazing if I got the potion. I don't know what that does for me. Why make them stupid? I mean, if I make them stupid and then combo with something else, then that could be cool. Rock. There's nothing I can really do, is there? I can't wield. Huh. Bureau takes you, race out the door. And do not stop running until you're clear of the accursed village. Yeah, I'm rewinding this. The people are ill and frail, sick at the very sight of them. You leave the hut and quickly continue beyond the village. Yeah. If I can come back, then I would definitely heal them. If I could. Oh gee. Beyond the path, beyond the village. Yeah. The path beyond the village heads downhill once more between thick trees before turning into a narrow goat track that crosses a rough peak. From the summit, you get a wide view. Look around. Ahead down a steep slope, the next village is sprawled out before you. And even from here, you can catch some of the sounds of merry voices and shouting from the street. It must be a carnival. Looking right, you hear a roaring noise. And you can make out a beautiful, majestic waterfall plunging from the a cliff into a great rock bowl. Watch for a few minutes, marveling at how clear the water seems. Then it's time to move on. You move the track. You follow the track down to a steep decline. Now we can't make much more options besides going through here or whatever. Don't know how we got over here, but okay. So way down the hill, you stop for a rest. Sit on a boulder to survey what lies ahead. The path leads downward and at its foot, cratered between a three peak, three peaks. A village, a quite large one at that. Behind you, the sun falls rapidly into the hills. Night will be soon. Approach the village. The village is a good place to stop. You hop down from the boulder and make your way forward. When an overhanging branch touches your face and you hear lively chirping, turn around. Quickly turn around, hovering. Yeah, you turn quickly around. Hovering by your shoulder is a small creature the size of a bird. It is childlike but very thin, with green skin. It flits around you on transparent wings. It seems friendly enough. It even lands on your shoulder. Its tiny claw toes pinching slightly. Talk to it. Greetings, little creature. Hello, and hello to you, the creature replies, chirping. My name is Jane. Okay. What are you? The creature does a backflip and gives a little bow. My name, I am a mini-mite. Nice to meet you. Reaches out a tiny hand and shakes your earlobe. What do you want with me? What do you want with me? See that village? The creature replies. Last time I tried to go through, they told me I wasn't welcome, so I wouldn't mind some protection. The creature stops, hopping down. Come on, it grumbles impatiently. Let's get going, can't we? Let's get it going, can't we? I can protect you. Creature squeezes your shoulder gently. It's like a, it's like having a spider trying to burrow in your skin. What can you tell me about the village? You point down to the valley. Is it safe? That is Pranta. It's safe. It's the largest village in the whole of the Cinema Hills. Every traveler who comes this way spends at least one night there, so it is a little bit expensive, especially for Minimites, but pleasant enough. The creature fl flits to your other shoulder once more. Yeah. Are you not in any hurry? It observes. Do you want to sleep it out in the rough? Hmm. Maybe kill traveling with me. The creature shrugs. I got small wings. I can't get far on my own. Yeah. Well, let's get going. The creature shakes you by the ear, excited, and you set off along the path once more. You descend into the bowl of the valley. The hills on either side are toweringly tall, and throw the village into a deep shadow. It seems very gloomy, threatening place. But the streets come the distant sound of laughter and merriment. I think I might end it here. No, I said I would do it at 2:30, so 15 minutes and then we'll continue onward. I think we're almost done with part 1 anyways. Oh, that's weird. Is this actually a 3D map? Let's look at that. Oh, that's cool. I think it might be slightly 3D, like one of those little maps of like shows you the height of the world. That's cool. Sleep outside. Let's go enter town. You continue along the path. The sounds of festivals grow louder. It's almost spooky here in the shade of the valley. After so long on the dire road, the people in this village seem to be enjoying themselves. See? The Minimite on your shoulder remarks, I told you it was a happy place. Jan, what's going on? Are they bewitched? Jan shakes his head. No, if it were magic, believe me, I would know. Okay. I was told that they might do something up to magic. Or not told, I guess I heard more from the video I watched, because that's how I found this game, by watching the video. Believe me, I know. This is the Festival of the Young. What's that? Well, take a look. Jan waves a little hand around the village. The idea is that once a year, the children are allowed the freedom of the village. This time, it is a time of great fun, lots of pranks. It becomes quickly obvious what he means. You pass the first few buildings where you find a number of children sitting in the street drinking ale from deep mugs. Further on, a young boy is holding an old woman over on his knee, and spanking her. On the other side of the street, a group of boys are fighting outside a hut with a sign that reads Glandurus Tavern. It is all completely mayhem. I don't. I feel like I might have to fight the kid. You can heal me. I'm saving it because it came in that one time when I got attacked by the headhunters. So I guess save your thing because it will save your butt. Now to the boy who's... Do not strike the child. No. Now to the boy intending to rescue the woman, but the sight of you manner and the sword. Boy puts her down and gets to his feet. And what about you, he demands. I'm the leader of this village for today. And I say, get to bed. Laugh at him. You laugh at the boy. He's clearly quite enraged and lifts up. Hard cry, suddenly there are hundreds of children around you, and not all beggars, but well-fed and armed with sticks and pitchforks. I am not fighting children. Janice making hiss noise in your ear. I'm not fighting children, no. Let's retry this. Either I whoop his tail, and I'm not doing that. What's going on? What's that? Leave her, unfortunately. You say I wasn't a woman, but there's nothing you can do. It is their festival after. Yeah. Enter the tavern, go further into town. I don't think I need to go in the tavern. Just go around. Like I almost follow the road. Pass beyond the tavern and turn a corner to find a group of girls standing at a signpost pointing to the crystal waterfall. They're tripping up their elders as they pass and giggling. Ask them about the waterfall. You decide to stop by and ask them about the waterfall, but they are too distracted by a Jin, whom they delight in poking, tickling, and generally cooing over. After a few minutes of asking them about the waterfall, you give up and walk away. One of the girls calls, "Come back!" Another shouts, "The water is good for you." Jen sighs, already missed the attention, but comes back to rest on your shoulder. You leave the girls to their snickering. Okay, so either we have the inn, leave town, because we no longer go to tavern. but I think I need my money for when I need it. No dirt. Let's go here. You go back past the girls and head up a path that climbs through a crack in the mountainside. Soon the air is filled by thundering. It's, it's quite a climb, but eventually you turn a corner through a narrow cliff in the rock, or cleft in the rock, and see up close the waterfall you glimpsed from the hilltop earlier today, plumber, plumbering, plunging down from the cliffs overhead. A large crystal statuettes or whatever hangs down either side of the water. There is only one path to reach it. Uh, reach it, and winding the rock face ahead, uh, winding the rock face, and past a small hut where Ruffian is collecting money. Either turn back, don't cast spell. You tap Jin on the shoulder. Why don't you scout ahead? Find out if this waterfall is worth the money. Jin nods vigorously. Alright, but I'll be quick. Don't think you can get through me just like that. I can catch up. You flat pass. Greet the ruffian. You make your way over to the hut. Greetings, you begin. You collect fees for the water? Okay. Adieu, sees the ruffian. These waters cannot be so healing that he has not cut an awful flew from them. 3 gold pieces. Then the buzzing. There's a buzzing on at your shoulder. When Jin returns, he resettles himself. It doesn't look like much to me, he whispers. I think you're wasting your gold if you pay. Let's haggle then. A bath, that's too much. The waters are healing. Parfane explains quickly. To do more, to make you clean. Haggle? I gave you 2. So wonder by your manner. Alright, 2 good pieces, but don't tell anyone I did. Okay, I'm fine with 2. Yeah, no class. Parfane pockets him quickly, scanning the path either side to make sure he hasn't been seen. Nice. You head up to the waterfall, which cascades forcefully into a deep pool. Strip off your clothes and dive into the pool, while Jen flitters through the froth. The cool water is refreshing, and the irrigating and is invigorating, and you feel getting rapidly better. Oh, nice. Full stamina. Feel as a huge swell of confidence. You feel a huge swell of confidence. Coming here was the best decision you ever made. Now you can move on, refreshed and ready for the night. Okay, so we can either go to the inn or sleep over here again. The idea of going back to the village is now unappealing. You are refreshed and calm, and the scenery here is beautiful and peaceful. Getting out of the pool, you dry off and collect your things, and head off into the trees to find a spot to rest. Between the curling roots, you find a small place to settle down to rest. Jen perches a little way above a knot and is quickly asleep. You're tired enough to fall asleep. You are hungry from not having eaten. Eat something. You pull out some of your provisions and eat quickly. The night's darkness draws in around you. In the distance, you hear screams and whoops from the village that only slowly fade. You feel lonely, distant from such yeah, I can't speak. You rest your head upon your backpack and close your eyes. Your dreams are filled with walking, with peaks and valleys and endless paths. A curious light plays across them, building walls to heights before running them as it moves away. At the rest of the night passes silently. Do 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 do. This is beyond the town. I still need to get back to here at some point. But I never had the option to go that way. Maybe I come through here at some point. Just go through the hill. Even though, don't. That might have been something else entirely. But oh well. So I missed out. Well, at least that place is gonna be defended at least. So, but yeah. I guess I'll end it now. Why not? It was a good stopping point. We rested up, ready for the next day, and we are good. Oh, that's cool. Center. We are well stocked up. Okay, we have 4 pebbles, vial of glue, nose plugs, and some beeswax. Weapons, we still have our broadsword. Treasure, with some gold. Rations, we have 5 meals. 6 most useful spells. Okay, so there. Let's see. I don't think we found any odd spells. Yob. Giant's Tooth. Well, that could be interesting. If we got the thing. Medical person. Doc. Usually the caster will not bring this. Ah, interesting. So a lot of these I can cast already. Daz, the slowing one. Madge. Okay. Acquires pebbles! Okay, this is where the explosions come in. A potent little spell which has great mental concentration spell, casts small pebbles and explode when thrown. Great force, as well as a loud bang. Okay. So I can use that spell 4 times it seems. Din. To middle their mind, however, must be handled with caution as a deranged creature may act on an fog, mud. Oh, that's why it didn't work before. The spell may only be cast in a closed room with no windows. Once casted, the room turns pitch black in the eyes of all but the caster. Even through torches and candles may be still burning. Therefore, nearby creatures are temporarily blinded. Mud, crowded sand. Tella. Ooh, skull. Oh, that's what that is. Requires. Okay. Call skull cat. You'll read the mind of any intelligent creature nearby, learning its weaknesses. Ah, that would have been nice. Gotta check this more often. Wait, sap. Which is full in comment. We'll lose the when it's okay. Can golden back mirror requires a jewel of gold. I feel like some of these are new for some reason. Zen kid. What's kid again? Brace a little bone. Illusion. Yeah. Said. I can never cast this. So whatever. But yeah. That should. Oh, hold on. I gotta sneeze. Yeah, excuse me. But yeah. I guess I'll quit. Yeah. That'll be the end for this one. So thanks for tuning in and such. Bye bye.